Well, hello and welcome. In this quick video, we're going to go in depth about how LogixOne Operator for Zoho CRM utilizes the native Zoho Sales Order module and Invoices module to create jobs and get completed job information. So the best way to think of it is that when you creating a job for your customer, basically what you're doing is creating a job card. And a job card is typically where you write down all the information about what needs to be done for the customer, what they've requested, and what you need, either your field maintenance person or your plumber or your cleaner or whoever it might be to actually do for that customer. Okay, and so then you create a job for them, you allocate the job to them, and then they complete the job, and that information comes back to the CRM in the form of a completed invoice. So we use the job/sales order module to create the job and assign it to the operator. Then the operator, sorry, let me just move that, completes the job using the field operator app, and then that information is basically sent back as as an invoice, okay, in the sales order module. All right, so what we're going to do is demonstrate how that works now. So to create a job, or a job card if you like, is quite simple. You just create a job, you give it a name, so we're going to call this daily clean, okay, and actually we're going to use this simpler layout here, so we remove all the fields, just the necessary fields that we need to create a job. So again, we're going to call it the daily clean. And we're going to do it for the Hilton Hotel. All right, and you can see that it's already populated the address information of where the job's going to occur. And then we're going to select the contact. Now it's important that if you want the operator to be able to call one of your customers from the operator app, we need to associate the job to not only the account but also a contact, because it's the contact that has a phone number that the app needs to call. Okay, so if I go back into the app here and I go to this job, oops, sorry, then to call that contact, that customer, I need to have that contact needs to have a number, all right, stored within inside the CRM. Otherwise, it won't be able to call that person. Okay, so if we go back into the job, basically we're giving it a subject, we've signed it to an account, signed it to a contact. Now we need to tell the operator when we need the job to occur. Okay, so let's say this customer has asked for it to occur on Thursday at 2 p.m. and it's going to, and they want the cleaner for 2 hours. Okay, so start October the 6th at 2 p.m. finish October the 6th at 4 p.m. Okay, and then we're going to assign it to the operator. We can use the dynamic lookup, but we won't do that in this example, just to keep things simple. So we're going to assign it to operator 16, and we're going to make it a one-time event. What does that mean? That means that this job is only going to be done once by the operator. Of course, we can always create reoccurring events. So especially with services such as cleaning, or ongoing maintenance, you might require your operator to go and do this job on more than one occasion. Okay, that's why we can create either one-time or reoccurring events, but they're all associated to the one job card. Okay, if you've got a different job that needs to be done on Monday and Wednesday, but the services are different and so forth, you would simply just create two jobs. Okay. But in this example, we're going to create a one-time event. Because of that, we don't need to fill out any of these repeat information, okay, because it's not repeating, it's just one time. And then we can put in our description here. Okay, if we want to, we can put in a URL. Or you could copy and paste one in. And then if we want to get the customer signature each time the job occurs, then we tick that little button. And then at the bottom here, all we need to do is click the services, select the services that we're going to do. Okay, we're going to select a 1 hour standard clean, but we know this is going to go for 2 hours, so we're going to change that to 2. Okay, And so there we go. We basically got all the information that we need for the job card. So this is just what we want the operator to do and when we want to do it. Okay, so then we save that. Okay, so we've saved that information. Here it all is. This is who the customer is, who the contact is, when we want the job to occur. It's one time, so there's no repeat every and no recurring. And here's the location of the job, and here's the services that we want them to do. Okay, so now we've created the job card. It's just like you've got a sheet of paper and you've written down what you want the operator to do. Okay, now you want to transmit that job to the operator. Okay, which is very simple to do. All you do is come up to your buttons and click Create Operator Events. Now, what this is going to do is create corresponding events for the operator based on this information here. Now, because this is one time, it's only going to create a one-time event. There's only going to be one event created. But if it was reoccurring, it would create an event for every reoccurrence. All right, so if you set this for daily, then it would create an event that matched this every day. But again, we've got a one time here, so we've only got once. Okay, so the events have been created. We can just close this down. Okay, so we've created the event, and here it all is here. Now, if we go into the calendar, all right, and we created that event for the October the 6th at 2 p.m. for operator 16 for the Hilton Hotel. So what we'll do is we'll just go to the 16th. Did we say the 16th? Oh, sorry, the 6th. Okay, at 2 p.m. Okay, so here it is here. Here's that job that just got created. Okay, and if I click here, you can see here's the information. It's for operator 16, it's the daily clean, there's a subject name, the time that it's going to occur, the location, who the customer is with their phone number, and who the operator is, and then the detailed description information. And if I want, I can actually just click here and go directly to that job, which will open up that same record. Okay, so let's just close that down and let's do that. Let's just click job here. And then we can see there's that job, the job or the sales order. And you can tell that because we're in that module up here. Okay, and here's all that information. Okay, we go back to the calendar, we can see it's been created here. And now if we go out onto the app and we go, oops, I can't do that from there. If I go backwards, okay, and then I go to the 6th. All right, and there's that job down here. Here's that job that's just been created, the daily clean from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Now, so you can see the job information here has been sent now to the operator app. And so now the operator app is able to complete the job. Excludes the flickering, that's Zoho Assist doing that. So the operator sees that they've got a job to be done at 2 p.m. on the 6th. Okay, they scroll down, they open the job up. They can see who the, sorry, it's not updating. Okay, they can see who the job name, who it's for, and they can see the address and the time and the date, and they can see what needs to be happened. If they want to call the customer, they simply click the call customer. And then what it will do is take that number associated to that contact and call them from the device's phone. Okay, it's not actually calling them from the app. Okay, if there were any attachments uploaded to the job, they would see those here. All right, and we'll go back. And so now they can, as I said, they can navigate to the job opening. So what it will do is pass through the address details of the job and then map it using Google Maps. And then when they get there, they can complete that job. Okay, so when they click check in, it will grab their location and their check-in time. Okay, so what time they arrived and the location that they arrived on. Okay, and then they can see the notes here. All right, if they want to, they can click on that URL and open that. Again, see any attachments, any notes here that have been added to the job description. And now what they're going to do is complete the job. So they complete. You can see here's the service items that we've requested. We go back into that job here in the CRM. We can see here it is here. Okay, 1 hour standard clean, and they got 2 of those. Okay, and then if I go back into the operator app, you can see that information here. All right, and so what they'll do is they'll complete that. They did 2. That was what was requested. Here's the final count. If they want to, they can add any additional items. We'll just do that now, and we'll add in one of those and put in some notes. All right, and now, so they've updated their final count. They've added in some additional items. They didn't need to, but if just as an example, and now they're going to complete that information. Okay, so now they've completed that. And we'll just let that save. Okay, so now the job's saved. Now, if they scroll down, you'll see here, now they're able to request the customer to sign because they've completed the job. They'll ask the customer to sign. All right, and so now the job's being signed. Let's say they want to upload a picture of their completed job. What they can do is click the uploads, go to gallery or use the camera, and we'll just use that one there. Oops. We'll select that. Okay, and then we'll upload that. Okay, so that's been uploaded. We can see that if we go to they go to the attachments and they go to upload, you can see that there's that image that was uploaded. We'll go back, and then they can put any notes in here about the job completed. All went well. Okay, and then they got to save that. Okay, so the notes are updated. All right. So basically they've done the job, they've uploaded documents, they've put in some notes, they've added their final quantities. Okay. So now the big question is, well, where does all that information go? Where is that information? So if we go back to LogixOne here, the calendar, you'll see that that job now has a tick on it automatically. This has all happened automatically. I didn't refresh anything. The job's been updated, and you can see there's a tick, and what that means is that the job's been completed. Okay, so now for every job that gets completed, it now creates a corresponding invoice that contains all the completed information. All right, these are all tied together, so the job, the event itself, and the invoice are all tied together. So just to go over it again, I know it's sounding repetitive. We created a job card for it. We associated that to the operator. That was sent out to the operator. The operator completed the job with the information provided. And in return, what that did was create an invoice, which is here. And so when you have a completed job with a tick, and you want to see, well, what's been done? Has it been completed? You can simply click that and click See Invoice. Okay, and now you'll see it's opened up the invoice for it. You'll note that it's associated directly to the same job. Okay, it's here. That's the same job or sales order that it's associated to. And if I go into the job card that we created here, right, you'll see there's no invoice for it. But if I refresh the screen, you'll see there's an invoice for it now. And there's that invoice there, okay, which was just created. And here it is here, okay? So I can either refresh the job itself and see any invoices that are associated to it. Here it is here. So if you like, this contains, for this job, daily clean, here's the completed information. Okay, and if you want, you could change the name of this module to completed jobs, and then you would see completed information here. Um, so that's another way. If it's confusing around using the terms invoices, you can actually change the name of it. So you can call this completed jobs if you like. So actually, let me just do that now, just to show you how simple this is. Okay, I'm going to save that. All right. So now we have completed jobs. And so now if I refresh this, you'll see that I'm in completed jobs, and here is that completed job for the original job. And if I go back into if I go to that job, you'll see here's that completed job there. So if I want to, I can go back in and change that name again. This is all dependent on how you want to run your business, okay? Let's rename that to completed job info. Actually, we'll just leave that one as completed jobs, completed job info, okay? So if I refresh that and I go to here now and I refresh, so again, I'm in the job card itself, and then I can see here under completed jobs, here it is here. All right. So then there's all that information. So now I'm in the completed job, and then underlying that is all the completed information. So we have who the account name is, who the contact is, um, who the operator was that completed the job, the customer sign-off signature, the completed location, the check-in time, so what time they checked in, the check-in location, and the time that it took to complete the job. All right, and then if I scroll down here, here's the items that were completed. Two of those and one of those. This was the additional item that was added. Okay, and if I go to notes, here's the notes that were added by the operator, and here's the attachment that was added by the operator, the photo of the completed job. Okay, so all of that is contained in this completed job information. All right, or the native Zoho invoice module. Now I know that's a bit confusing, but once you get your head around it, you should be able to understand it. I'm just going to change that back now to invoices. And I could actually invoices, I could completed jobs. Info. Okay. Oops, sorry, you can't put. All right, so however you want to do that, you can do that. All right, so that's it. I hope that helps. Just to recap, basically you're creating jobs using the native Zoho Sales Order module. You're assigning those jobs to your operators, and then your operators are completing those, and that's creating completed invoices. And those invoices contain all of the completed information after the operator has completed the job. Okay, hope that makes sense. Please feel free to reach us if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.